Hey everybody, it's Nick Boddington here, owner of MIB Data Solutions and fleetmibonline.co.uk. I just want to take a couple of minutes just to show you around the system, just to enable you to run a standard data search, just so you understand everything that's going on. So once you've logged in, you'll see yourself on the home screen here, and I just want you to go to data search. So in here is where you can put in all your different elements for the search engine to count your data. So we've got it split down here into 4 different areas. First of all, we're going to be going into the contact selection. So I just wanted you just to follow it down as you go along. It makes it very simple rather than going backwards and forwards. So most people want an email address. So we're going to select an email here, but we're also going to follow up on our emails. So when we have clicks or opens, we might want to give those companies a call. So we need to make sure that we exclude companies on the telephone preference service. And if you don't know already, telephone preference service, the TPS, is where people register their telephone numbers at a business or a consumer level to make sure that people like yourselves and us aren't calling them. So we've excluded those. Now, minimum and a maximum fleet size. It could be anything from cars, vans, trucks, cars and vans and trucks. So let's stick to cars and vans here. Actually, no, let's just stick to all vehicles. So you can either click up and down here, or you can literally just type into it 10 plus or 110. So let's do 3 plus, all vehicles. Now, if you want to just go 3 plus and that's all that matters, then you just keep this area blank. If you wanted to do 3 to 50, then you just write 50 in there. Okay? We've selected all vehicles. Now, in here, you would just select whether you want it. Is it a company that uses tracking systems? Yes or no? And if it is a yes, would you like on the export to know who the tracking supplier is? Okay. Keep that blank. Same again with, do they use a fuel card? Yes or no? And would you like to know the fuel card supplier? This is quite a common one, own or lease. A lot of leasing companies obviously want to know the difference here. But obviously if you put that in there and you want to clear the option, you just clear it like that. Very simple. Grey fleet, for those of you who don't know what a grey fleet is like a user chooser. So companies who have company cars may not actually own those company cars. It's where they give their employees a car allowance. So they may say at different levels in the company, £350 plus VAT goes towards your car allowance. Then that employee would then go to BMW or Audi or wherever they choose to get their car from, and they would use their car allowance that comes to them on a monthly basis from the company to pay for their lease, which means if that employee leaves, a company doesn't have the worry of a car sitting there on their forecourt. So a yes or a no as to a company grey fleet. So that the answer in here would be we would provide you companies that we have been told have a car allowance scheme running in the company. Run outside of the UK, this is a very simple thing of does any of the vehicles in a company's fleet travel outside of the UK? Yes or no. So we go down here and it takes us to industry. What would you like to do when ticking the industry boxes? Include them or exclude. So you can include, I only want to target construction, education, finance, government, for instance, or you just click this to exclude them. Okay, so let's just say we're going to exclude education, government and health. Yeah, very common for people to do. What would you like to do when selecting this? This is, if you don't know as a whole here, and you might have an SIC code, so construction, for instance, is SIC 45. You could just type 45 in here. 51 is another SIC code. Agriculture is 01. You can even go far as putting in a 5-digit code, 45010. I may have just made that up, but it just gives you an answer. You can either do it like that, or you can do it as a comma. Either way, okay? So we'll just clear that. So let's just say we're going to, let's keep it in here, construction, and we're going to exclude construction. Okay, that's it for your industries. Geographical, this is a nifty one. We love this one. This is your mile radius. So if you have a courier company, for instance, but you only deliver to the local area, you could say that you only want to deliver 50 miles of your postcode, and the data that you select would only be within that radius. Okay, really simple. What would you like to do when ticking the regions below? Same again. So if you don't want a mile radius, you might just want, let's reset this to 0. There we go. you just want to include anyone in England. Okay. And the same down here. If you wanted to exclude Warwickshire, spelling, you could include them or exclude. So we're going to have all of Warwickshire, but we're going to have all of England, sorry, but we don't want Warwickshire in there. Okay. Same here. You might have just simple postcodes like B, CV, whatever, and you can include them or exclude them. Deduping or matching, that's where you can, I've shown on another video, you can include a file to make sure that it's not in the data that you take from the count. Run search. So there we go, we've got 6,554 sites with an email address. In here's the criteria that we've selected. So we have with personal emails, excluding companies on the TPS, minimum fleet size of 3, maximum of 50, including SIC codes 45. We've selected the whole of England, but we're excluding county of Warwickshire. And it gives us a breakdown here, which shows us the actual fleet size. It's broken down. So there are 2,585 companies in 5 to 9. Tracking intelligence, do or does use, supplier unknown, fuel card, fleet intelligence, lease owned, lease owned, grown grey fleet, and construction there is the only one we selected. And then here, very nifty, we can show you exactly where in England you've got higher propensity of companies. And there we go. I hope that helps. Again, if you have any queries, please give us a call at MIB on 0845 053 34411 and your account manager will talk you through it. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye-bye.